Welcome to the Legal Entity Portal walkthrough offered by iComply. Today we're going to be going over the client-facing experience. We're going to take a deeper look into the back office, and I will be showing you how to download a legal entity report. So let's get started. When an organization begins their identity verification process, they will be presented with the data privacy and consent screen. We can see that the first module is to add an organization. Later on in the onboarding process, we'll ask for supporting documents. The second element of the screen is a small data privacy and consent form that must be selected in order to proceed to the next screen. Jumping into the first step, we have two options. We can either search for an organization by name, or we can do a manual entry. So let's perform a search by name and see what we'll find. In this case, we have multiple LEI number matches in our search. The LEI will pre-populate the following information for us: the business name, the LEI number, and also the addresses. So we'll select the organization that we're trying to verify. If you would like to do a one-to-one match, you can search by an exact DUNS or LEI number. This method provides you with a few benefits, such as streamlining the onboarding process for the individual verifying the organization, since not much data entry is required. And secondly, we'll also verify the information against the trusted data source. Hitting Next, the individual will have an option to provide you with any additional names this organization is either known as, doing business as, or is formally known as. The individual will also be able to identify any other addresses of the business if those exist. At this point, we'll hit Next and specify the last piece of information that we need, which is the primary contact. The primary contact is an individual who will be associated with this business, as well as someone you can reach out to in case you need any additional information about this legal entity. On the next screen, the individual can add all of the countries where the organization reports taxes. So let's do that now by filling in the country, tax organization, and tax ID. The second module requires us to collect a few supporting documents in order to finish the onboarding process. In this case, we are asked to submit a proof of address. Please keep in mind that the list of supporting documents is customizable and can be tailored towards your preferred workflow. Now that we've completed those two modules, the organization was added to our back office and we're ready to jump in to review the file. Let's take a look into the back office now. As you can see, we have two new entries here. The first entry is for the organization, and the second is for the individual associated with the organization. So let's take a look at the organization first. Here you can see that we have 4 issues associated with this file, which are under Entity Information, Addresses, and Documents. Initially at this step, the system wants us to review the supporting documents and either accept or reject it. In this case, we're going to accept those. However, keep in mind that you can also set up automation rules, which will allow you to auto-accept different modules as well as final approval for a file. Now we're going to be taking a look at how you can request a legal entity report. Once we're done with all the data entry and verification, we're free to request a legal entity report. Please allow for a few minutes for the report to get generated. After the report is generated, we're going to download it. The report will outline all the information about the legal entity, as well as provide us with any submitted images in the dependency section if you included supporting document images in the initial report request. And this concludes the legal entity walkthrough. Thank you for watching.